Good morning. Do you know by virtue of your faith in Jesus Christ that you are a new creation today? You have a new identity. That's one of the most important things you need to understand about yourself and begin believing to start this day. If you don't fully accept, if you don't fully believe that you are a new creation in Christ, you will be unable to live this day as not only you should, but you could by virtue of the power of Jesus Christ. Now today, I want to talk about this issue of your identity in Christ from a slightly different perspective than what I've been talking about. I've been talking about the reality of it and making the case, scripturally speaking, for what God has done for you. But I want to look at it from a practical standpoint today, because the reality is that we often don't really see the evidence or feel convinced in our day-to-day living that we really are a new creation. And the reason we don't feel that way is because it seems to us there's a civil war going on inside of us. There is our temptations that pull us toward sinful behavior, toward sinful attitudes. And it feels very much like the old identity that we've lived in our entire lives before we came to faith in Christ is still very much alive and kicking. Doesn't it feel that way? It feels that way for me. I'm telling you, it can be quite convincing. And so what do we do with that? How do we handle the fact, and it is a fact, that we still feel very much like a sinner? We still feel very much like our sinful identity has the reins and is directing the course of our life. Well, it's very much like if we were sitting in our chair, our favorite chair in the living room, and we look over and see a spider on the arm of the chair. Well, what's going to happen? Well, you're immediately going to believe in your mind there is a spider on my chair, and you are going to either fly out of that chair, or you're going to, depending on how brave you are, you're going to flick it off of there. But notice the effect it has on you. Your heart is going to race. Your adrenaline is going to surge. You're going to act in every way as if there is a spider on your chair because you saw it. You believe it. That's really the issue. Because what if you discover after you flick that spider off of your chair, or after you jump up from the chair, that it's a rubber spider? One of your kids have left their toy there and you hadn't noticed it before. Well, the truth is you are not in danger. There is nothing there to really be frightening. It's just a piece of rubber fashioned into the shape of a spider. But what's going on inside of you? Well, your heart is still racing. Your adrenaline is still pumping, even though in your mind you know the truth of what has happened. Now just sit with that for a moment and realize that that is what you're feeling when you feel like the old sinful you is still very much in charge. You're feeling the leftover, maybe even habitual thoughts and responses to him being in charge. He was in charge for many years, right? But when you place your faith in Jesus Christ, he gives you a new identity. You now are a new creation. And so our job every day is to get our minds aligned with the truth. Say that to yourself. I need to get my mind aligned with the truth. And the truth is, you are a new creation. The old has gone, the new has come. Say that to yourself right now. The old is gone, the new has come. I want you today to be free. Not necessarily in your feelings, because those are like the adrenaline. It takes a long time to go down. But I want you to be free in your mind and to say to yourself today, I'm a new creation, as many times as you need to believe it and to experience it on some even small level. Because the more you're able to do that, the more you will live according to the power of God in you. I will talk to you tomorrow on the Morning Mindset edition of Live, Build, Change.